Welcome back. The next story is about students at the Columbia Basin Technical Skills Center who are learning to become the next generation of business owners. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
Okay, so in entrepreneurship, what we basically do is focus on things as like a broader perspective, global market. So we're really in charge of, impacting the community and setting our culture here at the school. So we're the trendsetters, basically. You don't have to be in business to be an entrepreneur. Anyone can do it. We spot like what's big right now. So we'll look at it as like a global market. So right now we have a project with foods where we have we're sending a cookie recipe over to South Korea, where they're on a whole health kick right now. So what we did is we teamed up with culinary to modify our own cookie, oatmeal raisin, because they like it less sweet, so they came in here and so we taste tested it and things like that.
The next generation of business owners are getting a jump on their careers in the entrepreneurship department at the Columbia Basin Technical Skills Center. Vance Frost heads the department, bringing nearly 2 decades of experience in marketing and branding with him, and spent 3 years heading the Chief Academy Cafe at Moses Lake High School. The centerpiece of the curriculum is the design thinking model, which takes students through the entire process of a business relationship and product development. The model is currently used by business students at Stanford University. Frost also imparts practical wisdom on his students through informal discussions on business philosophy.
We talked about this the other day. How long does it take to build a house?
Months, years.
Months. How long does it take to burn down that house?
Minutes. Hours.
Yeah, minutes. It comes down. So you guys can spend all that time developing those relationships. Now, easy it is to get flipped with somebody right before you leave.
Sophomore Davin Donby is the first to admit he struggled through high school and became a student that teachers tend to write off. Joining the class and working with Frost has changed that in a good way.
Oh yeah, I definitely was labeled as one of the people in the bad crowd. I was the typical teenager with the long hair, basketball shorts, skater, smoking pot, got a joint behind my ear. But I've really evolved from that more into a professional thing, but I still have fun. I definitely think Mr. Frost has been a big part of my evolution and making me kind of where I am today from where I was last year. But I think I could have changed myself. Just Mr. Frost was the person that really set me in motion for it. And I really thank for that.
Senior Jocelyn Henriquez said what the class has learned through building better communication and relationship skills not only helps them, but is something they're passing on to those who will follow in their footsteps.
We've been working with Chief Mo students. We've actually been helping kids that are slipping through the cracks. We've been trying to have sessions with them and trying to motivate them to do better in school. So we've been trying to connect with them. Basically what we do is we've all been there. We all try to connect with them, show them that they can do better and what it is going to help them to do better.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
Rounding out this week's news coverage is a story about an upcoming active shooter drill to be held at Big Bend Community College next week. Reporter Joe Utter has the details.
Don't be alarmed on April 15th as emergency personnel will swarm to Big Bend Community College for an active shooter drill. Local police, firefighters, and hospital staff will be staged at the college's nursing building for the exercise that begins at 1:15 p.m. Doug Sly, the college's public information officer, said the drill has been in planning for more than 2 years.
It's the first time that I know of that all these agencies, fire, police, Samaritan Healthcare, have cooperated to have an exercise like this to see how they would all cooperate and work together in response, and then they can critique themselves and do a better job if something happens for real.
Passerbys may hear occasional sounds of gunshots, although not real gunshots. Classes are in session and faculty and staff have been notified of the drill. Students and staff members will serve as volunteer actors in the drill. Samaritan Hospital will also simulate a response to a school shooting and treatment of patients. The college staff will also focus on post-incident counseling planning for students and staff that would be affected in a real-life situation. This is Joe Utter reporting for iFIBER 1 News.
That wraps up our weekend edition. iFIBER 1 News will be back on Monday at 5 p.m. with the latest news from around the Columbia Basin. Thank you for watching.